I'm clinical hypnotist Chris Johnson. Thank you for visiting my website. A lot of my clients want to know exactly how hypnosis can help people stop smoking. Well, it's very, very simple, and this short video is going to explain precisely how that happens. You see, when we have a habit, it is stored in part of the mind called the subconscious part of the mind. That's where all of our long-term memories, emotions, feelings, everything is stored. The conscious part of the mind is the part of the mind that we're aware of. You know, the part of the mind that perhaps you're aware of watching this video, the part of the mind that is logical, that performs logical, mathematical functions, that sort of thing. If I was to ask you right now to go outside and count how many flying elephants you see, obviously you would know that what I'm saying is absurd. That's the conscious part of your mind. It protects you, it keeps false information from entering into the long-term storage memory banks of the subconscious mind. It's basically a filter. This is a good thing. Like I said, it protects you from learning things that are untrue, like those flying elephants I talked about a second ago. Where it gets into the problem, though, is helping us make long-term change. A lot of people think that long-term change can be done using willpower. Willpower is only intended for a short burst of time, just enough to get you past McDonald's without pulling into the drive-thru, for example. So smoking is a long-term habit. It is something that we've learned over time that it is okay for us to do, even though it's not really. The subconscious mind, however, doesn't know right or wrong. The subconscious mind only knows things about habits. Things that we've learned over time, belief systems that we've picked up, things that we've learned through our emotions. Now, what hypnosis does, it allows us to take that conscious part of the mind, the protective part that I mentioned a moment ago, and gently push it aside. Therefore, we have direct access to the subconscious part of the mind where habits and long-term memories and feelings are stored. Then we go into the subconscious part of the mind and we basically unlearn those old habits, things like smoking cigarettes. Also, if the person who is smoking has some kind of an emotional tie to those cigarettes, hypnosis can help us break those emotional ties by way of breaking anchors. I'll give you an example of what I mean by an anchor. If you hear a certain song, and you're in your 30s or 40s right now, and you hear the song and it reminds you, for example, of your high school prom, that's an anchor. It is a trigger, something that triggers an emotional response or a memory. Or you smell a perfume and it reminds you of your grandmother. You have these warm, wonderful feelings regarding your grandmother. Well, that's an anchor. We form anchors all the time. And some people, when they go to try to quit smoking, they have these strong emotional feelings. They get very cranky, they get very stressed out. The thing that I hear most often is people talking about cigarettes being their best friend. That's an emotional anchor. So what hypnosis allows us to do is go into that subconscious part of the mind where all those habits are and sever those emotional ties. Either take those emotional ties and dissolve them completely, or take those emotional ties and refocus them into a different area other than the cigarette smoking. Well, that's a brief explanation of how hypnosis can help you quit smoking. Now, the one thing I do want to ask you, are you really ready? Are you really committed to quit smoking? Because nothing is going to work if you don't have a strong commitment level. Therefore, if your commitment level is anything less on a scale from 1 to 10, if your commitment level is anything less than a 10, then it may mean you're not quite ready to quit smoking yet, regardless of what you use. Well, I hope this video has been informative to you. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Feel free to call the office anytime for more information. You can call the office at 716-940-8963. Thanks so much. I look forward to hearing from you soon.